Hey everybody, Zach here, and welcome back to the Constant Growth channel, or welcome to the channel for the first time. If it is your first time here, welcome in. Hopefully you get some value here. If at any time you do, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys always, especially with this one, because in this video, we're going to talk about two upcoming projects, and in particular, two cryptos ready to explode, and I think they could really take off still this year, and they're ones that I'm thinking of having for the long term as well. They're two that I'm watching very closely right now. I'm not invested in either one of them. However, they are both on my radar, and I think they should be on your radar as well. So before we hop into the video, real quick, short plug here for the Patreon group. Link is in the description. Check it out. I don't have to tell you how awesome this community is over there. We've got a great community right here, continuing to build on YouTube. Same could be said for our private community. If you want insider access, if you want access to new cryptos that we're looking at and talking about, a lot of times it's things I'm not really addressing on YouTube, things we're watching all the time. Come on over. We'd love to have you, and let me know if you have any questions about that. So, asset number one. Let's go right into it. Wasting no time here. Happy weekend, by the way, too. Stacks. All right, STX. It's ranked number 61. It's $1.04. It's about 10% down right now, too. I would like to see it get a little bit lower, and I'll show you that here in a minute in terms of an entry point. But still, this is a pretty good time to get into stacks. And if you've joined us on the live streams recently, we've been talking about this one. Shout out to Nut, one of our private community members. Shout out to you, man. You really put me on this, and I've been doing some digging on it, and I really think it could be a good investment because this thing is going to run with Bitcoin, and I mean directly with Bitcoin. All right, so I'm going to get into what it is here. First and foremost, let's go over the highs. It's got all the way up to $2.82, all-time high back in April when Bitcoin was running wild. So 282 is our number. We're sitting at 104 now. In terms of stacks, it is a layer 1 blockchain solution that is designed to bring smart contracts, smart contracts to Bitcoin and decentralized apps, dApps. These smart contracts are brought to Bitcoin without changing any of the features, so it still keeps everything in place, just adds on to Bitcoin's dominance. So now let's go over to the website here. A better internet built on Bitcoin. Stacks makes Bitcoin programmable. Enabling decentralized apps or dApps and smart contracts that inherit all of Bitcoin's power. Smart contracts are those peer-to-peer transactions, Transactions from person to person, bypassing that middle mediary, which is usually a bank. All right, so that is kind of what this is building towards, and I love it because Bitcoin does need something like this in the future, and stacks for the price right now could be a huge investment later on. It connects to Bitcoin, enabling you to build apps, smart contracts, and digital assets that are integrated within Bitcoin's security, capital, and network. I believe those digital assets would also include NFTs too, which would be really cool. Of course, NFTs are bought and sold through smart contracts, usually through Ethereum. Earn Bitcoin by stacking. Lock your STX, how about this, temporarily to support the network's security and consensus. As a reward for locking your STX temporarily, you're going to earn Bitcoin that miners transfer as part of proof of transfer. So how about that? You can earn Bitcoin just by staking some stacks. This is pretty neat, and it's definitely something I'm looking closer at. I would like to get the price down a little bit more, and we're going to hop into that. This is our other one we're going to talk about. So let me change that up, and here's stacks. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. You could see this was the big run-up in April. Here's where we are right now. Let's zoom in a little bit, and we could take a better look here. Okay, so right down in here where we came from back in late June, this is where I would like to get back in. Okay, you see this area right here, 60 cents or so? This is what I'll be waiting for. So if this continues to fall down to the 60 cents level or even close to it, I'd probably get in the 7s just to get an entry point, okay? If you're looking to get into stacks. This is kind of just my 2 cents on it. Do your own due diligence. Listen to some other folks out there. A lot of different content. I'm sure somebody else is covering stacks, but I'm looking to get it less than $1. I'd like to get it back in here where it was in June. See where here it just consolidated for a while back in May, right at this 93 cent level. I think we're going to see that again, and I think we could fall back down to this 60, 50 cent level, especially if the market continues to fall a little bit and tumble in the short term, I would be looking to enter right in here. I think that would be a great point. So this is one that I'm going to be watching here on TradingView for a while. I've got it linked here. It's definitely one I'm going to be checking out each and every day to see where it's at. So that is crypto number one, where I think it can explode. Crypto number two is, Benzinga covered Stacks not too long ago, saying they're close to seeing some runaway success. So just a quick tidbit there. Basically, just talking about how big Bitcoin can be and how much better they can make it through the Stacks ecosystem. All right, so the second one is Axie Infinity. And if you've heard about NFT gaming, that space is booming over the past week or so, and Axie Infinity is right there with it. So what was Stacks? Ranked number 61. This is very close. Ranked number 64. I like this range when I'm looking at new assets, right? 60s and 70s. I got Decentraland. That's right in that range. I like this range. Something about it. I just don't think a lot of people talk about these, but these could quickly move and really be good investments. So Axie Infinity, here's the 7-day chart. What a wild ride for Axie Infinity too. Started way down here, $16. We're right back down there, essentially after the big run up to about $28, where I think it said its all-time high. Let's double check that. Yeah, all-time high was set 2 days ago. $29.13. Now, what is it? That's the bigger question, right? It's a blockchain-based trading battling game that's partially owned and operated by its players. Inspired by popular games like Pokemon, Axie Infinity allows players to collect, breed, raise, battle, and trade token-based creatures known as Axies. These Axies take various forms, and there are more than 500 different body parts available, including aquatic, beast, bird, bug, plant, and reptile parts. I want to actually go play this. Each Axie is a non-fungible token. That's where the NFT comes into play, with different attributes and strengths, and can be entered into a 3v3 battle. The Infinity ecosystem also has its own unique governance token, known as the Axie Infinity Shards, AXS. That's what this is here. These are used to participate in key governance votes and will give holders a say in how funds in the Axie community treasury are spent. I think this is the future of gaming, and these ones that we're seeing right now in the NFT space that are doing this, I think they're well beyond their years. They're just a little bit further down the road than a lot of people, but eventually I think this will be the norm. A lot of these games you'll be paid through the game. I think in crypto, I think that's the future of esports. I really do. I think crypto is really nicely situated there, and I think NFTs obviously play a major role in that as well. So this is kind of a glimpse inside the game here, Axie Infinity, and I guess you could play right here on the computer. It's a computer game. I have not played it, as you could tell. But there you go. It's definitely one that I'm keeping my eye on. And again, if we go back to the charts, here's why. So Axie has fallen way off its highs. And we'll scroll back in here, and you could see that. So here we were at the top. It got all the way up to 29 and some change, right? And then here it is right now, situated at $18. So it's fallen off quite a bit here. We could take a look at the 5-day. That should give us a better idea here. There we go. There's the wild ride for Axie. That's the 5-day. So when would I like to get in? I don't think it's a bad time to get in right now. Let's take this out to like the 6-month here, but I do think it can fall a little bit more. You can see this wild run-up that it's had since late June. Look at that, over the past 3 weeks. So where is it going to settle in at? I'm going to continue to watch this and see, because I think maybe it could come back down even to the $10, $11 range, in my opinion, and then maybe level off there a little bit before the next run. So it's another one I'm watching, another one that could be and should be maybe on your radar. If you got some value out of this video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.